So our note spectrum has 12 notes, and we're going to analyze the major scale for all these notes. And I'm going to use this concept called the circle of fifth to illustrate a pattern that can help you familiarize yourself with the major scale a lot quicker. So adapting from your triad shape, we're going to go up a fifth. So starting from your F, our fifth is here, which gives us a C. And then C, we're going to go up a fifth again to G, and then G to D, and so on and so forth. What we have on screen now is basically the notes moving up in degrees of fifths. With this, let's first look at the C major scale. So we understand that the C major scale is what we have right here. So that's pretty straightforward, and we have 0 sharps in the scale. But if we look at G and we play the G major scale, so our G root here, we realize that there's an F sharp in the G major scale. So I want to draw a link from the F we see to the F sharp in the G major scale, and this gives us a total of 1 sharp in the G major scale. And now let's look at the D major scale. So the D major scale again. So over here in the diagram, you see that the same pattern occurs. And what's more, the F sharp is also accumulated into the D. So this gives us a total of 2 sharps in our D major scale. If we walk up in fifths, we can see that the same concept applies. So the same pattern will apply, and the notes will accumulate. So the number of sharps will accumulate 1 by 1, with the maximum number of sharps being 5 at your B major scale. So take your time to understand this. This is basically a pattern to help you visualize the major scale a lot quicker in your mind. So the next one is our flat keys. So just now we were talking in sharps, but now we're going to use flats because this will help us keep the alphabetical integrity of the major scale. So as you see previously in the diagram, we were moving downwards from the diagram, starting from B. Now we are going upwards and we are walking in flats. So we start from the B, which is here, and then we're going to walk in fifths. So this is your G flat, and then from your G flat we're going to walk to the fifth, which is your D flat, and then you get A flat, E flat, B flat, and then back to F. So previously F was the missing puzzle, but now you see that the F major scale is basically F, G, A, and a B flat, and then C, D, E, back to F. So this gives us the total number of flats of 1 in the F major scale. So I want to once again draw this pattern for you. So take note at how the B flat links. And now we move to the B flat major scale. We see that the E flat links in the same way as the B flat previously. And again, the flats accumulate. So now the total number of flats is 2. And of course, the same thing occurs as you walk down the diagram. You see that the flats will follow the same pattern and it will accumulate to a total of 6 flats in your G flat major scale. So again, I'm touching on this in brief. This is a good concept to know and to have at the back of your head, but of course it is a more advanced concept, so take your time to understand this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.